How can I prevent avian behavioral problems related to a lack of environmental stimuli? If you're wondering how to keep your birds happy and engaged, you're in the right place. Let's talk about how to prevent behavioral problems in birds that can arise from a lack of environmental stimuli. First, it's important to understand that birds, especially those like parrots and cockatiels, are naturally very active and curious. In the wild, they spend their days flying, foraging, and interacting with their environment. When they're in captivity, they need similar stimulation to stay healthy and happy. One of the best ways to provide this stimulation is through environmental enrichment. This means adding items to their environment that encourage natural behaviors. For example, you can add wooden sticks and bead rings to their cages. These items can significantly reduce undesirable behaviors like biting the perch or cage, and they encourage activities like moving around and drinking water. Another key aspect is varying their perches. Using perches of different heights, widths, and lengths can keep your birds active and engaged. You can also add live plants, potted trees, and plant trimmings to provide shade and screening. These elements not only make the environment more interesting, but also allow the birds to exhibit natural behaviors like sunbathing and escaping from the sun or other birds. Foraging enrichment is also crucial. You can scatter feed in the litter or place rocks and edible items in water containers. This mimics their natural foraging behavior and keeps them busy and stimulated. For instance, you can use PVC feeders with live insects, fruit kebabs, or whole fruits to make mealtime more engaging. Sensory enrichment is another important aspect. Birds have a keen sense of sight, sound, and touch. Providing different substrates like sand, dirt, or peat moss for dust baths can be very enriching. You can also use sprinklers or mist the birds periodically to simulate natural weather conditions. Social enrichment is vital as well. If you have multiple birds, ensuring they have enough space and areas to retreat to is essential. This helps prevent aggression and stress among the birds. In mixed species exhibits, it's important to have separate areas where birds can escape from each other if needed. Finally, dietary enrichment plays a significant role. Incorporating a variety of foods and feeding methods can keep your birds interested. You can use feeders that require the birds to work for their food, like pine cones smeared with peanut butter and rolled in seeds, or ice blocks with food frozen inside. This not only makes mealtime exciting, but also mimics their natural feeding behaviors. By incorporating these forms of enrichment, you can prevent behavioral problems like feather damaging, stereotypic behaviors, aggression, and excessive sleeping. These strategies help ensure your birds are behaviorally well adapted to their environment and exhibit species-specific behaviors rather than abnormal ones. So remember, keeping your birds entertained and engaged is all about providing a stimulating environment that encourages their natural behaviors. With a little creativity and the right enrichment strategies, you can help your birds live happy and healthy lives.